We are live. Cool. What's going on, everybody? Hey, we got a couple here. So, how's it going? A little quick weekday afternoon thing. Haven't done one of these in a few weeks, I don't think. So, still not prepared. No matter how far ahead I try to prepare, I'm still moving around and getting everything ready when I go live. But that's okay. As you know, we're pretty informal here. We can talk about whatever you want, anything and everything, as long as it doesn't get. There's only a few things we won't tolerate. Other than that, all subjects welcome. How's everybody doing? Everybody having a good week so far? We're halfway through the work week for most people anyway. If you're working after all the mess we've been through, hopefully you are. Or maybe you don't want to be. I don't know. Hey, we're getting a few people in here. Cool, man. How's it going, everybody? Joeysixtysix coming at you from Hey Chaos. How's it going, man? Good to see you. Everybody announce yourselves, and if I don't know you already, where you're from. Hey, how's it going, Dennis? How you guys doing today? Everybody having a good week and everything going okay wherever in the world you may be, I hope. I'm out here in the middle of nowhere, Nebraska-Kansas state line. So we don't have a heck of a lot going on out here, but all's good. Are you serious, Chaos? I hate to hear that, man. Just keep thinking positive. Everything will be, you know. Hey, Bill, what's up, man? It's good to see all of you guys. Oh, heck, we're getting a halfway decent crowd already. That's nice. Hey, Kyle, it's been a while. What's up, man? Haven't seen Kyle in like a couple of months, probably, or more. Everybody doing okay? How's the weather? We had some horrific wind here and storms last night. We had tornado watch like for most of the night last night. Now there were no tornadoes that I know of in Nebraska or Kansas or anything, but we were under watch. There was like storm chasers all over town and stuff like that all day yesterday. They were hanging out, so drove by the local little gas station convenience store thing, and there was like 3 or 4 storm chaser trucks parked out there, and the guys were all laying out in the grass. So you knew kind of then we might be in for an interesting night, but didn't get too crazy. Just a lot of wind. There's a lot of tree branches and leaves and stuff down, but no tornadoes. I was out driving last night to Lincoln and back. So good to see you, Kyle. Good to see Chaos here and Dennis and everybody. Oh, Kyle, you're having trouble with your browser, and now YouTube just quit supporting it. Oh. You attempted, it didn't work. Wow, that sucks. Hey, what's up, Jeffrey Erickson? First time caller, long time listener. You're on the Joeysixtysix show. What you got going on today, Jeff? How you doing, man? That's the first thing if you listen to talk radio. That's every other call is somebody that says first time caller, long time listener, long time listener, first time caller. I listen to a lot of talk radio as I'm traveling around the Kansas, Missouri, Nebraska for my job. The music stations fade in and out, and you sometimes you just can't find anything. Other times we're just in the mood to listen to some crazy talk radio shows. So they're always entertaining. I used to listen to that stuff when I was a kid, even. So I was kind of a nerdy kid. I liked to listen to talk radio when I was 11, 12 years old. And before that, I used to like to watch the news every night when I was really little, like 5 and 6. I had to watch the news before I went to bed. So I was a strange child. But Kyle, you like to listen to people talk shit. That's always good. I listen to late at night because a lot of times I'm driving overnight. So I listen to what's it called? Coast to Coast. They talk about a lot of UFOs and ghosts and all that kind of stuff. I don't necessarily believe all of that stuff, but it's always interesting to hear conspiracies. And lately they've been talking a lot more politics, which is kind of disappointing because you can hear that stuff all day long anywhere. So I hate when shows like that decide to get more into politics because it's like if you want that, there's plenty of places to find it, Well, glad to have you here, Jeffrey. Yeah, Paul Harvey, he's gone, isn't he? Yeah. He was good, though. It's like when friends send you listening to that show doing politics is kind of dumb. Like I said, there's so many other places to find that stuff on the radio. It's like when a friend sends you pictures of a topless girl or something on. It's like, why are you sending me that? Like, I have the internet, you know. I can, if I want to see that, I have plenty of places to see that. Maybe he just discovered it. I don't know. But, oh, cool, Kyle. Friend Scat Pack 392 Shaker. He got some new tires. Cool. You go through a lot of tires. And the first thing you need to do when you get the car is get new tires, which I didn't right away. I wore out the ones that it came with, but they're not very they don't do much for you, the ones that come on the car. Well, it's good to see we got a pretty decent amount of people coming in here. That's nice. Usually, sometimes on these weekday ones where I do this real quick, it doesn't don't get much at all. I think the last one I tried to do during the week, yeah, that's what I use too, Kyle, Google Chrome. It seems to work the best for me overall, but yeah, I don't know. Like a few weeks ago when I tried to do one of these daytime weekday ones, it shut down on me, and after like 2 minutes or 10 minutes or something, I can't remember, but I thought about trying to get it back up and get back in here again, but it just says never mind. So it was going to take me 15 minutes to figure it out. Yeah, Internet Explorer is pretty rough. I haven't used that in a long time. I like Chrome. I used Firefox for a long time. Tried out Chrome, and it seems to overall be the best. I know it's a lot of people don't like it, but I haven't been outside today. I got home at 5:30 this morning from work, and then I stayed up till about a little after 6 and went to bed and slept until noonish and got up and did a few things around the house and got on here. I haven't even been out the front door yet today. I feel kind of weird. Oh, cool, Jeff. I'm glad you liked the video. They're still holding up good, by the way. I was going to do like a little follow-up to tell you how the paint held up and all that stuff. It's so far so good. It's been what, month and a half? I don't know, I have to look at when the video was, but it worked pretty well. It seems they still look exactly like they did when I did it. So pretty happy about that. Kyle says, now since you got Chrome, you get notifications so fast, but you don't know how to exit a video without exiting the site completely. Trying to think. I do it all the time. I just can't. It's automatic. I can't even think how Can't think. Hopefully, I'll be getting the car out here in a little while after I get off here. I got to go pick up Kim's son from his work when he gets off today. So at 4 my time. So I will probably take the Challenger out for that. I got to take a look at the roads though, make sure they're not too screwed up. Just use the keyboard. Definitely good to see you again. I was wondering about you the other day, as a matter of fact. I was going through all the stuff on my computer here, all the files and videos and audios and all that, and I came across a couple of your audio things that you'd sent or whatever, and I was like, oh yeah, whatever. Where the heck is he at? My laptop's giving me all kind of trouble, so if we shut down here, don't be surprised. It just drops out on me sometimes. I'm not sure what I'm going to do here. Yeah, I like having that as the background. It works out pretty good, although I used to have it perfectly squared up in the back of this, and I can't seem to get everything in the right place anymore, but whatever. I do like it, though. A lot of people put like a whole lot of thought into their backgrounds and some depth, and then they got stuff hanging up or a shelf or some lights, and I just say, you know what, I'm just going to put a flag back there and lights, and we're good to go. Keep it simple. So you can see my mini blinds over here, which looks kind of stupid, but I don't have a lot of places where I can do this live stuff from, this is kind of a spare bedroom here. I'm at the end. Actually, I have everything sitting on a bed here. Well, I'll show you my setup sometime. I think I've showed it to you guys before, but cool. I'm glad your tips look great. No chips. Yeah, so far so good on mine. I was worried. I thought, well, it's easy to do and it was cheap. So if it starts to look like crap right away, I'll just do something else. Let me give this a try. But so far so good. I mean, I was inspecting them the other day. They look just exactly like they did when I put them on. So happy about that. I know there's some primer you can use too, high heat primer and stuff like that might make it do a little bit better job. But the tips are they're not like chrome. They're they're a little scuffed up kind of. So I thought that paint's going to probably stick pretty good. So far so good. So very happy. That's good paint, and the paint went on really easy. I was really impressed with the way the paint laid down on it, and it was pretty easy to paint. I've painted a lot of stuff before. I used to paint in a factory, but not obviously that was spray cans. But actually, I was pretty impressed with that paint. Stopped listening to Tall Guy Car. I haven't seen any of his stuff in ages. A while, but like a year or two, whenever that was, when he started getting all kind of weird about stuff and telling you had to pay $5, all that kind of. I stopped watching him, so I haven't paid much attention. I think he's got some new cars and stuff like that, but I occasionally see some of his stuff pop up in my suggestions, but I don't really pay much attention. No, I got no problem with him. I mean, he does what he does, and I do what I do, and he's got about 10 billion times more people watching him than I do, so I can't say much about it. Yeah, I'm very patriotic. I know we're not always right. It's not perfect, but it's still, the best place to be. Doesn't always have to be perfect. That's a little point of contention with Kim. She eventually wants to move out of the country at some point, possibly to like South America, Central America. I have no interest in doing that. From the year of that's the year I was born. I've used that number for things on the internet since like 1995. I've been using either the 66 spelled out or the letter or the number 66 for internet stuff. I just always have done it, and that's how I got my YouTube name. I did the YouTube name a long time before I ever actually had a active channel. That's just the name I began this whole YouTube thing with back in like 2008 or whatever it was, and I only made about 10 videos for the first 10 years or 8 years or whatever. So I've just always used a combination. If you look at a close look at the license plates in the videos of all of our cars, the Tesla, the Challenger, there's always a 66 in the license plate as well. I don't know why I have a number thing. Kyle says his friend was a total dick to me when you streamed with him. Oh, really? Well, that sucks. That's not cool. No reason to be a dick to anybody unless they start being a dick to you first, I guess. But even then, probably better to just be polite and nice and let them be a dick. Although I have to admit, I've fallen into the trap of giving it right back many, many times in my life. So I don't be a hypocrite either. But no, that's too bad. Sorry to hear that, Kyle. Oh, I'm still kind of, even though I got up a couple hours ago, I'm still kind of, it was a long night and I had a weird day yesterday. I didn't get much sleep. I was up for over 24 hours. So I'm still kind of processing the day here. It's weird to get up and it's already almost 3:00 my time. And it's kind of just now getting up and around and getting the day going. I'm actually back on call here in about an hour or so. I could be called out again, which would be fine, but Kyle, yeah, you asked about a Hellcat, and Mr. Organic called me a loser and didn't know anything about cars. Well, I won't want to talk too much about Mr. Organic, but he shouldn't be talking about anybody not knowing anything about cars. He can't even hardly drive a car. He knows nothing. I've seen him talking, and he's just nothing. I don't know a lot. I don't know everything either. But compared to him, I'm a car expert compared to him. I can tell you that. And I'm nowhere near. I don't know hardly anything. Anyway, let's not talk about other channels. Let's keep it positive. Or I don't have to keep it positive, but oh, I forgot to show you. I always show you guys what I'm drinking today. I'm drinking a Vita Ice strawberry lemonade. It's pretty good. I got a 12-pack of these for $6.99. I got 2 12-packs of them. So I am 53, actually. I'll be 54 in December. I'm an old man. I can still kick your ass. I hate when I see how old I am. It sinks in. It's like, oh, God. Yeah. Oh, cool. So you got a 392 plate. Nice. Yeah, I looked. I tried to get. Well, I could have gotten a. When you get your plates here in Nebraska, they give you a big long list that you can just pick from, with different numbers and stuff. And so I usually go through 25. I tried to see if there was like a 392 or anything like that. But there wasn't anything available, and without ordering personalized plates, which I didn't really feel like doing. So because it costs a lot here, I think. We already pay. You're going down a second. We already have to pay here to not have a front license plate, so we pay extra for that. You don't have to, in Nebraska, if you don't want a front license plate, you can pay. It was $100 a year. Now they brought it down to $50, so you could pay that and not have to put a license plate on the front of your car. Of course, you have to. They ask you, did it not come? Did it not come with a front license plate bracket? And you have to say, well, in mine, both of our cars, the Tesla and the Challenger, they came with one, but they weren't actually on the car. So I'm not really lying, but anyway, we got exemptions on both of them. Let's see. FNA is, let's see, what would that is? Something naturally aspirated. 392 FNA. I don't know. Tell me. I see the NA and it makes me think, oh. Yeah, I forget how much personalized tags are here. I didn't even really look into it that much. I think I glanced at it once, but as long as I can get that 6.6 in my license plate somewhere, I'm pretty happy. I think all of our, as a matter of fact, the what is it? I was going to show you guys the Saturn and the Tesla have almost the exact same license plate except for one letter difference, which I didn't even realize. Oh, okay. NA. Yeah, I think one of them is like 42B663 and one's 42C663 or something like that. I didn't even realize I had done that. I just, until after it happened, I was looking at it and go, oh, I have almost the same exact license plate on 2 different cars. Well, you can, like I said, you can pick your number here. What you watching now, Kyle? By the way, guys, I don't know if he's out of what's going on, but Sky One usually comes in. He's been in the hospital with heart problems and stuff, and everybody should be sending him some good thoughts and stuff. Hopefully he's okay. I seen a video where he was in the hospital and a couple posts, and it's been a couple days ago now, I think. I haven't heard. I need to get in there in this channel and see what it says, but Kyle says the channel is called Girls Dig Mustangs. Cool. That sounds good. Is it a girl? Is it a female channel or is it? So everybody send Sky One some good energy or prayers or whatever it is you do. And if he sees this, get well soon, dude. Take care of yourself and do what the doctors say. So it is a girl channel and she sounds hot. Everybody should go sub to her. I'll check that out. Girls Dig Mustangs. I remembered to have a pen and a pad of paper for once. Check that out. You guys are always suggesting things for me to go watch or whatever, and half the time I forget to write it down or I don't have a pen and paper, and then of course, you know how that goes. You think you'll remember something until later, and then all you remember later is that you're supposed to remember something and you can't remember what it was. I can always go back through here and look, but that takes time. Iowa DOT likes you. Where are you at in Iowa, man? I'll check that out, Kyle, for sure. I always like checking out new car channels. For sure, I always like to do that. Waterloo, trying to think where that's at. I know I've heard of it a million times. I've been through it, I think. So she's got a squeaky sounding voice, and you love that. She's young. You like the squeaky voice? You like what's that girl, that actress? She's probably too old for you now, but Joey Lauren Adams. She had a real squeaky voice back in the day. She was kind of famous. I think she's still semi-famous, but she's in a few movies and stuff back in the 90s and early 2000s. I don't know. She's probably in something now. I'm out of the loop on all the Hollywood crap. If you like squeaky voices, Kyle, look up Joey Lauren Adams' voice. John Deere put you out to pasture? Okay, yeah. That's where John Deere is? That's why I know that. I used to work for oh no, that's not right. Okay. My old brain's not working. That actor, yeah, she's getting up there. She's about my age. Yeah. As I say, back in the day, she was. Time goes by quick. It's hard to believe that. They get tired of that. It took them only 41 years to get tired of the attitude after 41 years. You'd think they would have gotten used to it by then, you know. Even after 41 years. Yeah, I was thinking, is that where John Deere's headquartered in Illinois, isn't it? Illinois? I cannot pronounce that state's name. You'd think at my age I'd have figured that out by now, but it became a bunch of, yeah, it's pretty much the way of the world now. You gotta watch everything you say. You hurt somebody's feelings or something. Yeah, I'm only. I used to work for Reiki Manufacturing here in Nebraska. We made center pivot systems and all that stuff and there was a time must have been 10 or 12 years ago when the rumor around the factory was that we were being bought out by John Deere and everything was going to be moved to Moline, Illinois, and whatever that deal that was going on, it fell apart pretty quickly. So I know I cannot. You'd think at my age I still say Illinois all the time. I don't know why I do that. A lot of my family on my dad's side, well, they all come from like southeastern Kansas, and they say Missouri, and the Arkansas River is the Arkansas River. So I got kind of a mixed bag of stuff going through my head as far as pronunciations go. That's right, Jeffrey. That's right. Oh, your grandfather got a new truck? Cool. I wish I had a new truck. We were talking about that the other day, that the Saturn, the little beater that I drive to work and stuff, because I don't want to park my other cars out there at the train depot. It's getting really bad. It's got all kinds of things wrong with it. It's making this terrible grinding sound now. I think it's got wheel bearing going out or something, or out. And debating whether to just run it into the ground or fix it. It's not, I really don't want to put any money into it. It's beat to hell already, and I hate to put money into this thing about just letting its life end and then getting I don't have any kind of truck around the house. It's been a while since I sold the pickup and kind of need a truck. So think about getting rid of it, letting that thing live its life out, and then getting an old, like a used pickup, just something I can haul stuff with and drive down to work in and all that. We'll see though. It's just kind of kicking that idea around. Don't need a truck a whole hell of a lot, but when you need one, you need one. And you got a 2017 GMC Sierra Z71. Cool. Those are nice. I like all the trucks. They're all, when it comes to the big three and the trucks, I don't think you'd really go wrong. Just like whatever you can get the best deal on. I know a lot of people have the brand that they like or whatever, but I don't think you can really go wrong with any of them. Just that's the way I look at it. You look for one that I can get the best deal on out of the three. And if I were going out to buy a brand new one, I don't know, probably be a Dodge or a Ram or a Ford. Jeffrey, where do you want to see Dodge go with muscle? Well, I'd like to see them kind of continue down the path they're on, but that's probably not going to happen. They're going to go to electric assist, or kind of a hybrid type system. That's where it's going. Hey, Dave, what's up? Yeah, sneaking in a quick stream here. Just got out of bed a little while ago. I worked all night, so I thought since I don't have much time to be making and editing videos, that ends up taking 6 or 7 hours for a short one. I would jump in here and do something for the channel today. But yeah, Jeffrey, I think that I don't know. I like all the stuff they've been doing. I like where they're taking everything and just continuing to come out with new versions of the same thing, and that's been really cool. And the Red Eye and the Demon and all the crazy stuff they've been doing. But that's probably just not realistically going to go on a lot longer. They're going to have to do something to keep up with the emissions and gas mileage standards and all that kind of thing. And they're going to end up going partially electric on a lot of stuff, assist, and I think it'll be okay as long as it'll be faster than the current stuff. So I guess that'll make up for some of it. If I make a video of the Saturn and what's wrong with it, I'll be able to tell you. Okay, I think it's a wheel. I thought maybe it's the brakes, the front brakes, but I'm pretty sure we got a wheel bearing going out or something. I only drive it like 6 blocks to work, and then I park it, and then I drive it 6 blocks home. That's the only places it ever goes, so I'm not super concerned about it. It's a little embarrassing sounding though when you go down the street. Everybody turns to see what is that horrible sound. I feel like having a big sign on top of it says, I have nicer cars than this. I just don't. It's the way I have to park the cars for work is kind of a deserted little area, and it's on a big dirt parking lot thing, and it's on a train yard. So, and at night it's pitch black out there. There's nobody around. There's nobody in the building. It's just I go in and out of the building. Sometimes I'm the only one that's there for a few days, or some of us are the only ones that are there for a few days to get in our cars and stuff. And I just don't want to leave anything. No way would I leave the Challenger or the Tesla out there. I'd just walk if I had to do that. Okay, I'll see if I can do that. Maybe I can. Yeah, I can figure something out. Hey, thanks for coming in, Jeffrey. Appreciate you supporting the channel and everything. Thank you. Can't thank you guys, all of you, enough for that. So thanks for coming in, and thanks for watching the channel. And don't hesitate to come back. Don't be a stranger. We do these on Sunday nights, and then sometimes during the week like this too. Hopefully, try to do more of that. I keep saying that. Sorry, guys. Take care, Jeffrey. Yeah, Dave, you gotta have a good beater. It's true. Yeah, I mean, as far as the engine and transmission and all that, it's in decent shape. I mean, it runs well, starts up every time, and gets me back and forth. Just starting to make a lot of weird grinding sounds out of the front end, and probably not good. And it's got a hole. The Saturns are made out of plastic, so it's got like the front driver's side quarter panel has a giant hole in it, just a piece missing. Yeah, I think so, Bill. I need to. It's one of the, I need to get motivated to check it out and see what's going on with that. But it's like the fourth car, and it's the Dieter car, and I need to make it more of a priority for sure. I just keep doing stuff to the other cars and messing with them all the time, and it's like, oh yeah, I need to figure that thing out. I need to get on that. But it starts right up and runs and drives, and we actually have fairly new tires on it because we found the tires that were on it sucked, and we found a local guy selling a set of wheels and tires off his mom's Saturn because she blew up her motor, and they were almost brand new. So we got those for $100 for the wheels and the tires. Threw those on there, and it's really not that bad of a car. I shouldn't complain. A lot of people would probably be happy to have that car. There was a time in my life when I would have been thrilled to have that car. Actually, originally bought that car for my son, but then he went off to the Army, and I just kind of ended up with it. Kyle says Saturn sucks. It gets us around. It's the second, or that's the. I think it's the second one I've owned. The other one was decent. Had a 99 SL1, which was a good little transportation car as well. And this is a 2003 SC2. But both of them, nothing fancy, nothing exciting, but they start up, they run, to get you where you're going. Good for getting to work and back in. I throw like $10 or $15 worth of gas in it every few months and forget about it. I change the oil once a year. Changing the oil on it sucks. The only way I could get to I'm sure there's a better way, but the only way I could figure out to easily get to the oil filter was to take I think it was a passenger side front tire off the car. Probably a better way to do it, but after getting under there and looking at it, I couldn't get an angle in there to get it off. And then, well, if I take that off, I can pull that thing back and I can get right to it. That's what I ended up doing. And I think it was worth it because it was going to be a major pain in the ass any other way that I could figure out. Yes. You had a 97 SL2 that took a dump on you after 9 months of ownership. Well, any car can do that. Especially if you buy used, you don't know what, I mean, it could break down on you in a day or an hour, or it could last you 10 years. You just never know. Engine blew and the battery died. I did have to get a battery for it, but that's it's just a thing. Batteries go. I actually bought about a year and a half ago, like super El Cheapo crap battery from Walmart for that Saturn. Like I don't even know what the brand's called, but it's like totally generic garbage battery. It was like $50 or something, and it's been a year and a half and 2 winters, and it started all winter in the Nebraska winter. So far, so good. I think I got my $50 out of it. When it comes to the other cars, I always get good everything, the best I can get, everything. I don't care how much I spend. When it comes to the Saturn beater, it's like, okay, how cheap can I keep this thing rolling down the road? It's a totally different attitude. Yeah, when Saturn first started, it was kind of, it was part of General Motors, but it was its own thing. They did business like their own way, and it wasn't, the Saturns were different than the other cars. As Saturn moved on, they kind of became just a regular GM division, and the cars were just different versions of, the Chevy and the Pontiac and all that other stuff, and they weren't really their own cars anymore. And that's kind of when, because it was a real popular thing at first. It was a big deal, and it was like they had pretty good, reliability ratings, and customer satisfaction was good and all that. But then as the years went by, GM just kind of started to pull it in and make it, have the Pontiac Sunfire, the Chevy Cavalier, whatever the hell it was, and there was a Saturn version. They started doing that thing, and then that's when it just became another thing, and it just went away. Dave says you have less than a year in your Charger, and you're thinking about maybe an SUV, maybe a mid-sized truck. Kyle says you love the G8. Oh, yeah, me too. G8's sweet. Oh, sorry. I'm burping on my live stream. Yeah, I need to get some sort of a pickup or van or something that I can haul some stuff in. And like I said, I don't need that a lot, but man, when you need it, you need it. And I hate to have to ask somebody else or to help me out or to pay somebody or whatever to haul some crap away or whatever I need to do. Or if I need to get something, big. Get a Ram, yeah, maybe. If we get a truck, it's going to be a used something. Probably be like I said, whatever I can find around here for sale. That's a good deal. Could be anything, as long as it's got a bed in the back and it runs decent. I don't care what it is. I do miss having a pickup though. Yeah, I've only got that one car garage. Everything else has to sit outside. We got Tesla sitting outside, which Tesla people think I'm nuts, but it's like, nope, the Challenger stays in the garage. If you get on the Tesla forums and Tesla on Facebook and all that pages, those people are fanatically crazy, fanboy, brainwashed. They think I'm, evil for leaving that thing outside. How could you leave that outside? And how could you put an ice car in your garage and leave that? It's like they worship the cars, which I think is ridiculous. But it's a nice car and I like it, but I don't worship it. It's just another car. It's cool. It's different. I like it. Yeah, that's the main thing. I need a bigger garage. I have no way to expand the garage. There's no possibility of doing anything out there. There's nowhere to put it. There's nowhere to go with it. So another house with a bigger garage. I like a smaller house with a bigger garage is what I ideally would love to do. A tiny house with a big garage would be perfect. I don't have any desire to have a huge house that has to be, 3 hours to vacuum it or anything like that. It gets old. So clean it and all that. It's not like we have guests over all the time. Nobody ever stays over maybe once a year. I'd rather have a smaller house, and if you have guests, I could get them a motel room, you know, or they could, you know, I could sleep on the couch and give it whatever. Yeah, you do see a lot of. That's true. You see tons of Ford Rangers on the road of all years for all of them. So they must. That's usually a pretty good indicator of a decent vehicle because you see lots of them. Kyle says his favorite GM vehicles on the square, but yeah, those are popular too. They're getting they're starting to. Well, they have been for quite a while. The value on those things going up pretty good. I've had a couple old beat up ones, and I always had people stop and asking if I wanted to sell it. So. I'd even buy a van or just something that I can move bigger stuff in if I have to. Not trying to, you know, have like a nice cool vehicle. I've already got some of those. I just need some utility vehicle basically. I'd buy a cargo van. I'd buy a old beat up pickup truck or whatever would work. One year, and your buddy has a 95 with 86,000 miles on it. No rust, completely clean. Cool. It's hard to find them without any rust. Well, every brand of pickup has those areas where they rust for whatever reason. Ford's got their little spots that rust. GM has their little spots that rust. Dodge has their little spots that rust. It's almost like a sign of what brand it is. Where does it rust? Cheyenne 2500 four-wheel drive 350. Nice. Very nice. I remember moving a motorcycle. I went and bought a Harley down in Texas a long time ago from Colorado. I live in Colorado. I drove down to Texas to get it, and we used a Ford Aerostar minivan. We took all the seats out of it and got there to pick up the bike, and they were like, "Where are you?" And I told them, "I'm putting it right in the back." And all we had to do was loosen up the handlebars because they had tall handlebars on the bike. I had to loosen those up and pull them down so I could reach, but rolled it right in there, tied it up to the sides of the head cargo tie things in it and everything, and tied it, drove it all the way back to Colorado like that with the front tire of the bike sitting between the two front seats like an armrest. It worked fine though. Yeah, the old Broncos, the old full-size Blazers, and the Ram Chargers and all that. Yeah, the old Ford Broncos are cool. The original Broncos, that first gen Broncos are really cool. There's a used car dealer here in town. They got one in about a month or so ago. I think I might have put a picture of it in the video. I can't remember. If I haven't, I'll have to do that. Looks like they're working on it. It's got like new front fenders on it and stuff. And it's like the original, 66 or 67-ish, something like that. Bronco, that very first one. It's really cool. I really like it. When I was a kid, I really, really wanted one of those bad. Oh, that the work truck package, Kyle. I always like that package. It's nice, basic, just a tough truck for working. I always like that, the WT package work truck. But yeah, the old Broncos, the old Blazers and Ram Chargers and all that stuff. If they bring that Bronco back, they brought the Blazer back and it looks like crap to me. Just my opinion. Yep, rubber floors, cloth seats, extended cab. I like the rubber floors on stuff if you're going to use it for working because you can basically just spray it out if you have to. As long as you're semi-careful, you can. I used to drive a big old Ford van for work, and the whole inside of that thing was rubber. You could basically open up all the doors and go to the car wash and just spray it out. As long as you didn't get it, you know, spray up in the instruments or anything like that. But as long as you kept it to the floor area, Just spray that thing out, then let it dry out a little bit. Be on your way. I think though, at least the renderings and stuff I've seen of the Bronco look good to me. Are they only offering a 4-cylinder? I figured they'd put the that 3.5 in there or something. Well, the Blazers to me looks just like any other little SUV thing. I was kind of disappointed in it, and I was looking at one in person just a couple weeks ago. We were out walking, and there was one at the dealership here in town. I looked at it, and even up close in real life, it's just not. They shouldn't have the Blazer name on it, I don't think. But in my opinion, GM hasn't done a lot right lately, except for the C8. Oh, really? The 2021 Blazer is going to have only a 3-cylinder? Well, they're coming up with some really strong, smaller engines, but that's just the way things are going, though. I mean, that's like I said, the muscle cars are now going to pretty quick. They're going to have going to be partially electric and then probably fully electric. There was rumors that the Camaro may go electric only instead of going away in 2023 or whatever it is. It may go to a fully electric. It'll be fast. I mean, it'll be really quick and really fast, but it's just hard for us old dudes to get past all. I do own a Tesla, so I'm a little bit past all that, but that sound and all that. The Tesla's a completely different experience. It's really fun to drive, and it's quick, and it whips you back in the seat and all that stuff, but there's no noise, so it's kind of a strange feeling. It's more like a roller coaster or thrill ride or something. It's fun in a totally different way. Well, the sun just went behind the clouds. It almost got dark out there. I haven't looked what the weather is supposed to do. I'm probably, I don't think it'll ever get old. I mean, I'll never get past it totally, but there are other cool, things out there, and the electric thing is pretty cool. If once you guys experience it, those of you who haven't, you'll kind of get it. I totally did once we got in one and drove it, and I was like, oh, okay, I get it. This is fun. It's really cool. It's a totally different thing, but it's really fun. What the heck happened? Like everything just went out on me. The sun must have gotten behind. It's probably a giant tornado moving in, and I'm sitting here. You guys will see everything in a second here. Glass come flying through. What happened to Joe? Guess that's the last live stream. Just one in ours, Bill. We got the basic. We got the very basic, cheapest. Second cheapest Tesla you can get, I should say. We don't have the very cheapest, but one step up from the bottom of the line. And the only reason that is ours is a standard plus, which gives us extra range. But yeah, only one drive motor drives the rear wheels. So it's rear wheel drive. And we get 250 miles on a charge. I think the basic one only gets like 220 or something like that. You get for I think it was $3,000 or $4,000 more, you get another 30 miles of range. And there's a couple other things I think that came with that. The dual motor ones and the performance ones and all that are insanely crazy, fast, fun. They're like, actually, I've never been in a performance, but I've been in the dual motor. It's really, really quick. It smoked my scat pack. The performance one is supposed to, I forget, like the 0 to 60 in that thing is like 3 seconds. The Tesla's getting on my nerves a little bit. Like everything's run off the phone, and it locks when the other day I was cleaning it and washing it and stuff, and every time I would walk away from it more than about 15 feet, it would lock itself up. But then when I would go back, it's supposed to sense that I'm there again and unlock itself, and it wouldn't do it. So I had to keep getting on and then get on the app and unlock the damn car. And it was driving me crazy. I was about to push the thing over a cliff. I don't know why it's doing that all of a sudden. It might have something more to do with my phone than the car. I don't know, but it's done that a few times too. Coming out of a store and you got like bags of stuff, and you get out there and it's supposed to unlock itself when you walk up to it, and it senses you're there, and sometimes it doesn't do it. And then you're out there setting the stuff down, and people are looking at you, and you're standing next to your car, and you're on your phone getting the Tesla app going so I can get the damn car open up. It's stupid. I got my low technology Dodge out there. If I have the key fob on me, I don't ever have to do anything. It unlocks everything, But Tesla people think that having to get on your phone to do everything is somehow that's more convenient to them. I don't see how that's more convenient. It's not to me. It's an extra step. As far as I'm concerned, I don't see that as convenience. Kyle says if it doesn't have good sound with her power, you don't want it. Yeah, I understand. It sounds cool when you back it up. There's this weird spaceship sound that it makes when you back up in the Tesla, and it's on purpose. They give it this weird. It sounds like a 1960s or 50s sci-fi movie UFO sound. So when you're backing up, it goes. It's kind of funny. That's about the only sound it makes, though. That and when the tires touching the ground. That's all you can really hear. It has all these things and all these crazy things you could do with it. They should give it a fake muscle car sound that you could turn on. It's probably in the works. They probably can do it. Make it sound like a Hemi. I'm just still thankful that we have that instead of the Prius that she wanted to get. Thank you. Thank you, universe, for letting us get the Tesla instead of the Prius. I was so happy when she fell in love with the Tesla. Because that was the two. It was going to be electric something. So I got to do the Challenger thing. I couldn't really, it was her turn to get what she was after. So yeah. The Prius that we have out there now, the regular Prius that we have, it's not a bad car. I mean, I have to say, when I first met her, I thought, oh my God, this is never going to work. She drives a Prius. I can't do this, but actually, she's had that thing for over 10 years now. I forget 130 or something thousand. I don't know, but anyways, getting up there. She has never had a single issue with that thing. Nothing. And I mean, it is a good car. It's nerdy as hell, and I kind of feel stupid driving it sometimes when I do have to drive it. But as far as reliability and doing what it was built for, oh yeah, we still have the Prius. We have the Prius, the Saturn, the Tesla, and the Challenger. I think that's it. Yeah, I have to think. And then my work vehicle, but I don't really have that here. So yeah, we still have the Prius. Actually, that's her son's car now. He bought it, but it's still out there. And he doesn't have his driver's license yet, so he did buy the car though. And with the COVID thing going on, the DMV is closed. So whenever we can get him up there and stuff to get his license, he has that car now. So he's a teenage boy and he wanted to buy a Prius. I was like, okay, I don't know. When I was a kid, I would have known, but hey, it's to each his own. I told his mom, it's good. You won't have any grandkids anytime soon, so. I tell you what, though, around town, like the junior high and high school kids are way more impressed with our Tesla than they are with the Challenger. There's a few of the younger guys who like the Challenger, But for the most part, a lot of them get really excited over the Tesla, and they come up and compliment, and they want to talk about it and all this stuff, but they don't care about the muscle car. A few of them do, like I said, but probably because their dads are into it or whatever. But the Tesla gets more attention from younger kids than the other car by far. The nice thing about the Prius is you can go on a big long road trip for like almost nothing. And you put gas in it every, like 3 times a year, just when you're just driving it around town. It gets a tremendous amount of. I don't even know what it gets. It gets crazy gas mileage. All right, Kyle. Thanks for coming in, and good to see you again. Come back, and good to see you. Glad you got your internet situation squared away. It looks like so. Good to see you. We're just going to go an hour today, guys. It's been 56 minutes, so we're going to wrap this up here pretty quick. I've got to go get her son from work. Like I said, he hasn't been able to get his driver's license yet because of the stupid virus thing. I agree, Bill. I think that's what it is. They're all, that's what's cool now. See, I'm destroying the world with my one car, and I'm saving it with the other. That's I don't know. The Tesla forums and stuff, I belong to some of them and stuff, and then of course the Facebook pages and all that. It's so annoying sometimes. They're so self-righteous, and not all of them, and there's other people in there that are like me. They just like the car. But a lot of them they think they're saving the planet, and they think they're so much better than everybody else. And but those are the same ones that like ask questions like, what kind of seriously somebody was asking what kind of windshield washer fluid that they should buy, because the stuff that came in, it ran out, and they needed some more, and they needed to know what kind to get. What kind does Tesla use? And I just answered. I said they probably use whatever they can get the best deal on from some place that makes it for the bulk amounts that they buy for the factory, whatever it is. Oh no, I think it's special. I think it's special stuff. Like, no, I seriously doubt it. It's from whatever company they can make the best deal with to supply them. It's like, it's not special. It doesn't have special liquids in it. It's just windshield washer fluid. And they're like, what do the questions there are just crazy. They think you have to like wash it with special soap and everything they think it. I mean, there's a lot of things about the car that are different than regular cars, but pretty much it's just a regular car, and a lot of the stuff is just regular stuff, Yeah, you don't want to put Napa brand windshield washer fluid in there. Car probably break down, probably void the warranty. Yeah, I think they make, they just cancel each other out. That's what I'm saying. So yeah, I think that's what you say about the Prius, because the Prius gets like 60 miles to the gallon. The Challenger gets like 16 or whatever. So it kind of meet there in the middle. You got not half bad gas mileage between the two cars. Well, the carbon footprint for the Tesla is probably much larger than people think it is. Those batteries are forever. I don't know how that those are ever going to be disposed of and all that kind of crap. And drawing a blank, the lithium or whatever it is they have to get them, and all that mining and all the shit they have to do to make those batteries. People don't ever look past the very front of, oh, it doesn't use gas. That's environmental. It doesn't mean it's environmentally friendly because it doesn't use gas. It doesn't put out emissions. You still have to build the batteries, and you got to get rid of the batteries. Or the battery, I should say. Actually, it's about 1 million little batteries, I guess, but yeah, sometime if you have any time you want to just go on Facebook and look at like the Tesla Model 3 forums and stuff. The comments and questions in there are hilarious. Well, guys, it's been about an hour. I think we're going to roll out. I'm glad we had a pretty good crowd in here for, especially for just a little quick weekday one. I'm very happy about that. Thanks to everybody for coming in, and thanks for supporting the channel, man. I appreciate it. I'm almost to 4,000 subscribers, so if anybody hasn't subscribed, please do it. If you can think of anybody you know that might like to subscribe, please send them my way. I want to get to that 4,000, getting close to it, kind of getting ready to maybe set a goal to get that. I can't think what would be a good goal, what date or something to try to get to 4,000 by. And then if I do that, I'll come up with some kind of giveaway. As you guys know, I don't give away anything too much. I think the most I've ever given away is $50. So I'm not giving away any cars or anything, but I usually come up with some kind of a Mopar Challenger or something related prize, or a couple times I did cash. But anyway, I want to get to that 4,000 mark, and I'll probably come up with some kind of a little deadline for that. And if so, we'll give away something. Anyway, I'm going to roll out of here. Appreciate y'all being here, guys. Thank you very much. Take care and have a good rest of the week. I'll try to get some videos out.